When you go to a website such as youtube.com, your computer has no idea where that actually is. It doesn't understand names, it only understands numbers. So how does the internet translate names into locations instantly? Well, that's where DNS comes in. DNS stands for Domain Name System. Think of it like the internet's phone book. Computers use numbers. To access a website, it needs to know the site's IP address. But people would find it hard to remember what address each of their favorite websites were. Just like with a phone book, you save someone's name in your phone so you don't have to remember their number. DNS works the same way. It lets us use names like youtube.com instead of long numbers. So let's show it in action step by step. Let's say you enter youtube.com in your browser. Your computer first asks a DNS resolver, which is a special server that translates domain names like youtube.com into IP addresses like this one. This first DNS resolver is usually run by your internet provider. If this resolver doesn't know the answer, it will ask the root DNS server on your behalf. The root server will point it to a top-level domain server like .com. The .com server will then send it to the authoritative DNS server, which knows the exact IP address. This authoritative server responds with the IP address, and your browser finally knows where to go. Your browser connects to that IP address, and the website loads. To save time, DNS answers are cached, meaning your computer remembers them so it doesn't have to ask again. So the next time a website loads instantly, remember, DNS was working behind the scenes to make that happen. We mentioned various servers involved in this process. Let's go through them to understand each of them properly. A DNS resolver is usually run by your internet provider or a public service like Google DNS. If you have ever set your DNS to 8.8.8.8, you've set it to Google's DNS resolver. This is the first place your computer asks to see if it knows the IP address of the domain name you searched for. If the resolver doesn't already know the answer, it will ask the root DNS server. The root server doesn't know the IP address, but it knows where to look next. If you typed in google.com or youtube.com, it will send you to the .com server, which is also called the top-level domain or TLD server. This server manages all websites that end in that extension. The TLD server then points to the authoritative DNS server. This server is the source of truth. It knows the exact IP address for that website. The IP address is sent back through each server, all the way to your computer. Now your browser knows exactly where to go. Thank you all so much for watching, and subscribe for more IT made easy.